Hey there, everybody. How you doing today? I'm Steve. I'm here live with you. First off, I want to say, if you are here and you want to jump right into the repair and you're watching this on a playback, I will timestamp below the point when we actually get into the repair, and you can jump right up to that point. But first off, I do have a couple things I want to talk about. Some housekeeping stuff. In the meantime, how's everybody doing? Probably going to finish up my cup of coffee here. It's the day after Halloween when we're talking live. And I've got a special PVM here, but before we get into this end series, which this is right here, hope you notice I've tried to spruce up or spice up the room in here a little bit better. I pulled some things out. Got some cool stuff around me now, like cherry, an oscilloscope, my awesome Super Metroid poster, wherever my hands are going. We've got some great people here I see already in the chat. Thank you for showing up already. And please do drop a like if you could to help out the algorithm. Hey, Rob Cat. Hello, Stefan C. Good to see you guys here. John Jimenez, thank you for coming in. PO17, great to see you back. Buddy, Gideon Dykus, hello. H2O, hello. And Mark, good to see you. How you doing? Yep, the morning after Halloween. The hangover is on sugar this time. If you partake in sugary treats. I didn't really eat much of anything. Well, actually, I guess that's not true. I probably did eat a little bit, but not a huge amount. Kid's got a bunch in there. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at any of that candy. All right, so what do we want to talk about? Oh, yeah, big changes, man. I want to make changes. Hey, Dustin. Good to see you. I wanted to make some changes. I got a book somewhere. Hang on one second. It might be in the other building. I setting everything up. Let me check. Well, it must be in the other shed. So, I think that it's time to change things up, and I'm thinking about this out loud, so I'm going to go ahead and mention it now. I probably need to move this live stream show. It's getting time to do it, I think. YouTube has been showing me some interesting things, which I was going to discuss a little bit with you that I had written down on analytics. And for some reason, in the last maybe 6 weeks, more subscribers have really started. It's like I'm starting to get negative numbers coinciding with the live streams, which is odd. It's not really something that's happened before. I feel like YouTube is always doing things behind the scenes. I hate to follow their carrot, as you could say, and but I also don't want to be a hindrance to this thing. So I have set up the other channel, which is the CRT Bunker, and you can go check out that channel, and that's, I think, eventually where I'm moving all the live streams there. Now, what's good about that is that that's only got like 300 subscribers over on that channel, so there isn't monetization now for that channel. And honestly, for my goals, it's not an important thing to be monetized, so I don't really care. So that'll be good. It'll be ad free. But over the year, let's say the last calendar year, there was 365 days. I did 48 live streams. So that's roughly one a week. Some weeks I did 2, some weeks I did none. But it came out to 48, and that equated to a total of 100,000 views in the whole year, which made sense to me statistically. So just hang in here with me if you're not, I understand this might be boring to some of you, but some of you might enjoy this. And also, I need to just give you this information because this is what's driving me to think about moving the whole live stream stuff over to the other channel is because the channel almost gets like 1 million views roughly, the regular channel, a year, and only 100,000 of it is from the live streams. So it didn't seem to impact it up until the last couple months in a negative way, where I don't really care about, you know, the algorithm pushing this channel for views, but I didn't want it to impact it negatively. And I understand subscribers would leave and stuff, but it's been substantially different. So I'm comfortable with moving that over there. So again, if you really do love, thanks, Dustin. If you really do love that, the live shows, then definitely make sure you subscribe over there. Let me turn that sound off on the cell phone so nothing beeps in here. Let me get a link for you for that channel. So that's really the goal, is to, I just want it to not kind of impact the things that are happening over here. Here we go. Got it. There you go. So you can go check that out. And that's the CRT Bunker channel. That's where everything's going to be moving for the live show. And in this channel, I'm going to get on more of the just normal, keep everything here. I will still share anytime I'm live. But just note that, and this is going to happen. This is going to happen, like, my plan is to have this happen 2025, right? Right at the beginning of the year is when I really want to start this off. So in the meantime, I'm going to keep, I know there's going to be people that are going to not pay attention and not switch over. So every time the rest of this year, I'll be streaming still here, and I'll just be mentioning it and plugging it so that we can get it ready for next year. Okay. Hey, Mark, happy Friday. That's right. So, I believe that's pretty much it for that. I do also have, let me see. I do have one other thing I wanted to mention. There is actually right now, I do have the PVM that we worked on. Actually, last, as many of you know, last live show this week, 3 or 4 days ago, was on a Sony PVM that we calibrated. This monitor is actually for sale right now. So I'm just going to show you. This is the circuit board from that job. I'll just shuffle through these pictures for you. You can see on this one, I removed every single capacitor pretty much in the deflection zone right there. Okay. And that's it. All the capacitors are out. Anyway, this one is for sale right now. There's a whole lot of details over on Patreon. You can check that out right now. It's ready to go. The price is $780 USD. There's the power supply getting recapped. And so I wanted to just bring attention to that. I just posted it as like a Halloween fall special. There you can see everything put back together. And this is again the one that we did on the full live stream, calibrating it. And should be coming up here. Lots of pictures. Anyway, tons of information on this one. Fully restored. Ready to go. I'm not sure where we're going there. There we go. There we go. Just showing you finished up pictures. So if you're interested in details, you can check that out over on Patreon. Also, this should be coming up towards the end. We're going to hit your favorite pictures here, which is calibration photos, right? Everybody loves playing one game. It's either the calibration game or Metroid. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, it's a good looking CRT. There's a lot more details on it, and just wanted to bring that to your attention. post it on Patreon. Anyway. All right. I think we're about ready. If you need shipping, I do have shipping available. Shipping, it depends. I have the ability to ship pretty much anywhere in the US. All right, sure, I'll be taking a little questions while we get ready. John, I do have G1 mod kits here. I'll show you what those look like. I'm getting prepped for that. I'm probably gonna, that's gonna be something I would like to do on a video before live stream, probably. At least record it. And then we'll see. I feel like that's gonna be really dangerous and hard to set up for a live stream to actually be able to do it right. Because you have to check. At least the first time. So I'll probably do a video on it first, but I'll show you the kits. Let me go grab those. Whoa. Almost lost the Walkman there. Okay. Let me pull this over here. Maybe we can get a good look at this for you. Let's try it. No promises. Ooh, look at that. Okay. This is the G1 kit from... Can you see it down there? rgbmods.com. I ordered 3 of them to test out. They come pre-assembled just like this, and then they come with some wiring to install. So my and then this is an adjustment potentiometer that you can adjust the G1 negative voltage with. You use this in a combination with your flyback pot on your flyback, the potentiometer on the back of that, the screen pot. Now this is not something I'm going to be doing on anything like a PVM or anything. My biggest, actually, I've got 2 things I really want to try this on. First off, I want to try and see if it makes a difference on an extremely kind of basic RF only low resolution CRT, because I got a few of those. A 13-inch that's really soft. I want to take it. I want to see if installing this really sharpens it, because if it doesn't, then I can really just remove the mod and use it in another set, because it is non-destructive. So that's one. The other one is going to be the later model flat screen CRTs. I want to try this with, I have a couple of Samsung CRTs that are or have component connections. One of them is a slim fit TV. I'd love to see what this could do in that by adding hopefully some sharpness and focus on the flyback. That's what I'm hoping. This is just the kit though. I just got them in. I don't know if anybody has tried these yet. If you have, feel free to mention it in the comments and talk about it. Again, I've not installed it. I literally just got these in probably, I want to say Tuesday this week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's Friday now. Like I said, it's not been that much time, plus Halloween. So just got here, and that's that kit. All right, but the main event. So since we got the overhead camera already here, we can just look at this. I've got this Sony PVM board right here. This board is from the scrapyard, and I have honestly not got much of a memory on the board itself here. Okay, I have to flip you guys, or I won't My brain won't work. Sorry. I'm gonna flip you. There we go. Now, this is definitely an N-series board. I have no idea whether it is a 20-inch or a 14-inch. I cannot remember. That's the crazy thing about running a shop like this. It's been in my boneyard forever. The only thing I will tell you is it's missing this chip right here. I don't think anything was wrong with this board originally. It's missing this chip right here. So I took that from it for something. And then the power button right here has the extension point right there is cracked off. So I'm thinking that this broke on the power button, and the shell of this PVM probably broke, and I probably turned it into something else. So this is like a parts board for what we can work on today. Okay, this is the PVM N series board. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, and there's this, sorry, that's not right. There we go. There's this CRT right here behind me. I'm about to power it on. I'll move these items out of our view. And we'll pull the board and compare it. See how it looks compared to this one. After I show you what's wrong with it. And that's going to determine whether we repair this board and stick it in there, or if we try to take the flyback off this one and stick it on that board. Okay? So I think the flyback's bad on this. You can tell me what you think. The only reason I think that, though, is because I've seen other PVMs that, or other CRTs that have looked like this. And basically people told me it was the flyback. So I don't even know. That's literally all I have to go by, folks. Is just like an old wives' tale, right? This is like complete bumpkiss. So let's just start with me showing you what happens. I'm powering up this PVM. First off, I'll get you the model here. Turn it around and plug it in. Afraid I'm gonna knock that lava lamp over. All right, this is a 14N5U, N5U. From June 2000. Let me show you. Plug it in here. Now this one has been here for years. This was one that somebody brought to my shop that was dropped. This one was dropped. So the outside shell was okay. The boards I thought might be okay. There was some dodgy stuff on it. The tube looked okay. The neck board is okay. But the bezel was all smashed, so I replaced the bezel with a spare that I had. And then I tried to fix it because there were some parts that had broken. And I got to this point. And we're going to power it on here. Maybe I should pull this camera back over. And we'll do it with that camera. And of course, when I do that, it's gonna hang on. All right, now we're back on here. And this way, yes, that's better, right? There we go. So here's what I'm working with. Nothing Of course, I got to power the surge protector on. Gong. Very weak sound. Indicator lights on. Wow. I'm not actually getting anything now. I'm getting like nothing now. It's been a couple months. Maybe that's not in there far enough. Let me, sure. Nothing. Okay. So the interesting thing was I haven't. Oh, there it is. It's coming back. Okay. So it's got a red and sometimes just purple solid line across here. Just took a while to warm up. But I don't want to leave that running because I don't really want to. I mean, it's not nearly bright enough to burn a line into the tube. But I've had it on and earlier this year, and it would turn purple. And so I've seen that before in other Sonys where purple line was a flyback that had failed. So that's all this does. Again, when I got it, it did nothing. It was crashed up. So it's been kind of a piece together thing. So that's where we're starting. I'm going to go ahead and get this unscrewed. Here we go. That better. Now, I don't really know of a method to test if the flyback's shorted or something. Would be nice to know if there was one, but I don't know. I think you can with certain type of equipment. It's a good thing about this one. Whoa! We're not under any pressure to fix it. So if it fries out on us, we're good. Hey! SNK Nostalgia, how's it going? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Doing the Lord's work with jazz music. Thank you. Let me make sure that this camera doesn't keep freezing on me. So I'll make sure that doesn't keep happening. Thank you, SNK. Good to see you back. It's been a while. Yeah, so that's, if you guys are still, it looks like you're still talking a little bit about those G1 kits. I'd love to see it do some awesome stuff on flat screen CRTs that are not so sharp, or not, you know, the image bleeds together more. And it almost looks like plasma or LCD. Again, this camera. It's killing me today. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, baby. Don't die on us. Yeah, I know. Alright, I'm gonna leave that box up. Hopefully it won't. There it goes again. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna I'm gonna just straight up deactivate that one. It's having a, I don't understand it. It doesn't like that angle. Don't worry, this is not the stream, it's the camera. I'll pull up the little camera if I have to, and we'll just pull it closer, or we'll just deal with it. And, let me see. Let me check it. If it's... Where are you? That's funny. Bang. Okay. I know, right? It's probably just to solder on like a LED on the light on the camera or something stupid. We'll see if we can't get that back in a minute when we actually need it. For now, I'm just pulling the back off this thing. All right, beautiful. Looks a lot different than this one. Oh boy. I don't even think that's the same flyback. This must be a 20-inch. That's interesting. The boards actually looks a little different. So let's see. Push. You slide out this input board. And power. Where's that final? And there's one more ground point right here. Let's see if this will even connect to this board. I'm sure it will. But we may have a 20-inch chassis. I don't know if that'll work. You know, worst it could do is put geometry maybe way off. Oh well, who cares? Let's just see what happens. Right? Let's see what we got here. As long as it's just, I don't know that that's going to be compatible. This might be like a... Where are you? Yeah, look at that. So, this would go in this way. Man, I was completely wrong. That's funny. I thought these were the same boards. It's not even the same board at all. Let's pull it. Here we go. Let's see if we get any information from this thing. And if this will come back to us or not. I'm not making any promises. Come back to me. Come back to me, baby, oh yeah, here we go. Let's see if we can get it to come back. Hey, there we go. We're live. And we're back. So this is interesting because I literally thought this is, I guess I gotta apologize. I thought this was the correct board. But we're gonna find out here this is not the actual same board. I thought, so this was the board that was in the monitor. And you could tell it's different. Let's see what I've done. You can tell I've changed, that's what I've done. I've changed a lot of the ICs in here. I bet that's where I pulled that IC from. It's a vertical out IC. This is a very TV level CRT PVM. Yeah, I did change that because it's just in there on the board. So that one was changed, which is, I'm guessing, why it's missing on the other board, and I thought it was the same, but it's actually not. Man, this might be just like a bumpkiss attempt today. We might just need to go get a different PVM, because, like, look at the difference in the flyback. I can't, like, actually put that flyback on there. Won't actually fit. Look how much bigger this one is. So I'm guessing this one was driving the 20-inch. But it doesn't explain to me how the output data must have been going up front on this one. But you can tell just how much bigger this flyback is kind of to this one. Because there's nothing else like visibly bad on this. I guess I didn't try reflowing the solder on it. The flyback, it looks like I didn't do that, but I'm also not seeing like any kind of issues with it. Let's see if there's anything else over here I need to do. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm on the screen still. Well, that's kind of disappointing. I thought I had an extra one of these boards, and apparently I don't. Let's see. Well, I mean, let's see. This probably has the same, it looks like the same pinout, but I don't have these points over on this board. No, that's not going to fit at all. Plus, what's the part number? Alright, yeah, those part numbers don't match either. Well, that's embarrassing. Alright, let me go get this. I'll be right back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a different one, and we'll just see if we can even get it started. I'm going to go pick a different one up from the boneyard. I think that this one officially, until I find an actual compatible board with it, is going to have to be designated over. Okay, right? It's not very good. So it's not very good. Still, it's just like parts for now. I've already repaired and checked everything like in the vertical circuit off camera on this board. That's kind of what I was gonna say, is that's the only thing I've really got in here that I've not worked on. The solder does not look, well, no, it does not look bad to me at all. I'm pretty sure I checked it too with Anyway, with the meter. Let me go get a different PVM that's broken. And we'll see if we can fix it. Or at least figure out what's wrong with it. What in the world, baby? All right. Let me get this a little closer. I'm gonna fully reassemble this, even though there's no real reason to it. It's not in the right spot. What do we got here? No. There we go. Goodness gracious. Sometimes those connectors don't want to go in there. We'll do something if I can't get this to work. I do have some things we can do on backup. So don't worry, it won't be terrible. Do something real special here. That's right. Oh. Anything but LCD. All right. That's good enough. Now I can get this out of the way. And we can get another one in here. There's always broken stuff. If you have a CRT shop, there's always a broken CRT somewhere. But that was really deceptive. I don't know why I thought that board was the same board. I have no idea what this one came from then. Anyway, it's the same style, like single board. So it's either a 20-inch or it's, you know what, there's an L series. I forgot to put that cap on there. What is it, an L1? It's an L1. Maybe that's what it is. My lava lamps glitching out. Yeah, I know. Just then I would have turned it on and laughed at myself. Been an electrifying experience there. You're touching shell. Just like the last video, remember? Can tell this thing is not lining up. Come on, go. All right, we're about ready to get this one out. We're live. All right, guys, what do we want to work on next? I'm trying to think of my choices. I have a Panasonic that's completely dead. I have no idea what's wrong with it. First, it's a Panasonic, or I mean, we got those mod kits right here. Try that mod the crazy way. I just haven't really read about that very much. Let's get this out of the way. I'd rather not do that. Let's try that other. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go grab another CRT that we'll get ready for a possible G1 mod. You want to look at that a little more? Here's the kit stuff. We've got a meter here. We'll just do it the hard way if we do it. And I'm gonna go grab the CRT we'll look at. In the meantime, here. Leave you some reading material. Leave you some reading material while S&K nostalgia. You may like this. Whoops. Let's Let's see if we're gonna lose the camera today or not. You can, oh, yes. Okay. Got a Gamer Pro issue 95 for you. I want to say this is like August 1996. You can enjoy a little nostalgic shot of Metal Slug there. And of course it's upside down though now, right? What am I, an idiot? Here you go. Sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking. I was looking at what I thought the camera would be doing and it's not. I will leave this right here. I'm gonna go grab that CRT. I know, right? That's funny. I was like, check this out, upside down. All right, cool. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Got some stuff here. Let's try to get this hooked up. Got some cables. All right, I have this, but I don't think that this will put out RF video. That's the problem. So we need to get We'll get it there. Let's see. This is how prepared these streams are. I had one plan, it didn't go well, but we're gonna do something. I'm gonna just stack stuff in your image screen and then start removing other stuff because this isn't gonna work. We'll do that. I need to find the RF system, the modulator, whatever. Not in there. Well, folks, I know we're sitting here dead air, right? Let me go back here. This is, I want to tell you, this is a perfect simulation of my life. I have something planned, it doesn't go well, then I spend 2 hours trying to find something that doesn't matter. So I'm trying to find some way to connect this little tube television. It's a little Sanyo TV, and it's RF only. And for some reason, I cannot find any of my RF equipment. I'm not sure where even my little guy is. The RF demodulator. I can't even remember what it's called. Shit. Yeah, something like that. Alright, I found it. I found it. But now I need a coax cable. Right? Just straight coax? Excellent. I think I can find one of those. Oh, this is too funny. This is too funny. Alright, let's try this. Let's try it now. This to this. I'm gonna have to steal power from the computer. That's gonna be a smart thing to do, probably. Okay. From there to here. Let's see. Give her the old core graphics PC engine test. Come on. This is one of the barn CRTs I bought. RF only. So we're gonna have to go composite to RF. Channel 4. Move around the mic. Still there. Okay. Everything's there. Let's see. Ah, good. Don't really need a lot. This is like the softest image there is. Whoops. I mean, it's super soft. It's clear, but it's not very sharp. But it works. So if we can get this one to look better, it would be great. Let's see what that does. Ooh, you like that? You like that flashy goodness right there? Soft Sanyo. That's what we call it. The soft Sanyo, okay? Lovely. Hey James, welcome in. Oh. Oh boy. There you go. So this one works fine. Let me see. Do we dare do it? Do we dare see what this does? Oh, of course, it's upside down. Where are you? There we go. How long till it glitches? Don't glitch out on me. Don't you know I want to see it? There we go. It's better. Go in the wrong direction. There we go, folks. Finally. Let me bring this in a little closer. Maybe you can see. Menu out of the way. Why do I keep hitting that menu button? Kind of soft image. RF, baby, only. That's a clean RF image. I mean, it doesn't get a lot of distortion or anything. It's just not sharp. That's probably, I mean, like, it's, I know it doesn't look that sharp because that's really about as sharp as it is in real life, even on the TV or your screen. So what we'll do is we'll crack this sucker open and take a look at it. And I have to be careful with this one. This one will definitely have a zap. Definitely unplugging it. Turning all this other stuff off. But I can still feel all the energy on that tube right there. Now this is an extremely dangerous process to find this point, because you've got to probe, you got to test and probe on a TV that's got a hot chassis, and you got to test it while it's turned on. You got to test the flyback, which is high voltage. You're looking for something that's going up to, like, we'll read the guide here in a second. But it's definitely not safe. Or you gotta be safe. This isn't even the right daggum types of screws. I tell you, it's always something. It's got like nuts to remove the back. Making me nuts. It's gonna make me nuts. It's again, S&K, $2. I remember my first saying, RF sharpness always. Yeah, this one, I don't know, this particular one, like, I've seen other ones. This one looks good, but it's super soft. As far as like color is good, image comes through nice and clean, but it definitely would have been a very common television back in the day. Let's see if we can't this one going here. Not sure if this is the right size or not. Let's try. I don't think it is. Is it? It's not going on there. Maybe too small. Try that one. Oh yeah, I think that's it. Now, what was my trick last time? I remember. I need to use a flathead screwdriver. That's right. That's right. We use the flathead screwdriver. Well, I need a bigger one. Well, that's what she said. And then we turn it into a nut driver. Now I remember how to get into this thing. Okay. Bada bing. Then what do we got? We got some down here. Yeah, we got some at the bottom of your image. Put up these shells, which you cannot see at this very moment, right next to my shoulder here, hoping that they hold up on me. Here we go. One more. Someone asked about the board being marked. That might be the case for some of these. Your board may mark what each of these is. If that's the case, that would be awesome. Okay. I think my bulb's loose tonight. All right, we're definitely gonna need to discharge this one. If we're gonna pull this board, we'll discharge it, but you know, we don't actually probably need to discharge it. Remember, it's unplugged. And first start looking at this thing. It's funny. So you see, here's a G1. This is the important part that you got to find. So I know one of the things you need to do is find the G1 on your neck board. And like you said, that's actually marked right here. G1. So you have to isolate that. So I wonder what the best way to do that would be. And then the other point's going to be under here, under our flyback. So let's do this. I don't even have to discharge this. I'm going to get a towel or a pillow so I can lay this down flat and we can inspect this board. Inspect this board. Hey SNK, thank you again. $2 super chat. Saving lives. Phoenix here. So you're in Phoenix? That's cool. How warm is it in Phoenix today? Super warm here in Virginia. Thank you for the super chat. Got this soft blanket here. We'll lay it on that. Yeah, let's protect the glass here. Hey, Belmont, what's up, buddy? How are you today? So I'm going to move this up. Let's see what we can see. Interesting. Take a look over here with me. And I'll probably roll the camera for you. With that, this is what we're looking at down here. Right down in here. Again, it's not plugged in right now, but you do have to actually plug this in and do it like this to find what point and verify it. But these are the points we're looking at. Let's see if this says anything helpful to us. Right here. I'm gonna roll the camera. Thank you, I'm doing good. Great, great, great. Thank you. Good to hear you're doing well also. Let's roll our camera. Folks, this has never been seen before on live television. You all are amazing. Thank you for staying with me today. And if you don't mind, please drop a like on today's video if you have not already. It is helpful. I'm going to go ahead and roll this camera back upside down for 1 second so that you guys can all hopefully read. Maybe we can all read together what that print says there. It says ground, vertical B+. I can see that. Can you see what I see? Heater, screen. Look at this. It's just probably marked with what we need. Because it says right here, plus 135 B+ voltage. This is great, right? This says vertical B+. Sorry, let me go here. This is B+, positive B 135 volts. Right under it says V plus +3, L plus B, vertical plus B, ground, ABL, now, and heater. Now remember, this is all going to be flying back into the regular voltage too. On some of this stuff, it's different because it's a hot chassis, so like a lot of the flyback's voltage is shooting out to the rest of this board. So there's probably a bit more on this than there would be on, because they're using all this as opposed to like an isolated transformer and an isolated set. So, I mean, if we're just going to play with it, why don't we just, like, do it and hook it up to the ground? Like, why don't we just try it, right? It says the ground right here, right? So we can just hook to this ground point, probably, and then our B+ voltage is up here. We should be able to just hook right here. Right? Yeah, I don't really know, MR3. This, like I said, there's a lot of stuff. Since this is a hot chassis, you're getting a lot of these pins that don't normally do this video power. That's why I think they say you can get like live voltage down the video lines, because it's coming from the flyback, probably, right? Like video plus, this is getting like voltage maybe that's powering off of it, going over here. And maybe that's going to the video input. Let's go over here. Let's check this guide real quick. Let me pull up this guide. Some of you guys maybe have seen this before, maybe you haven't. Let me get the video squared away. And remember, folks, this is not, you want to let me try to do this stuff, okay? Don't you do it. You can go over here, kind of show you what I'm looking at. If it gets to something, important, I'll expand that camera and show you closer. So this is the guide from Dream, CRT, and Dave Astor. And it will tell you the schematics, the parts for the kit, how to build this mod kit. I'm skipping through a lot of this, okay? My kit's gonna look a little bit different. So what we're doing here, you see right here, this is what I'm thinking. You don't have to do anything on your flyback. as far as cutting traces. I don't believe. I don't know. Let me see. Locate the flyback, a point between 150 and 250 VPP, which maybe this isn't enough. Maybe that isn't the right one. What does that flyback say? That's hard to see. But I would think this has got to be it. In the case of the TV we had a point of 185 VPP. Let us pass it to negative when passing through the circuit. So you do need to make sure you get the right point, but so you put that. What you do have to do is isolate the G1 on the neck board. It says, yes, we have to do the same thing. They cut a trace. So you gotta cut, this is the stuff you gotta cut. It's not much, right? Let me show you. Let me pull the neck board off here. It's just installing those points, really. So that's, I mean, what I'm thinking is, again, we're going to try that spot. And then if I lift off this neck board here, if I can get it off, we'll cut some traces here. So this is a G1. G1 right here. Now that's upside down too. Let's see, can this come off? No. It's got to stay with it. Okay, folks, here we go. G1 right here. Now see, there's this cap right here that's going to ground. So something's coming through this capacitor right here, hitting that ground, and then going on to H1. So it says to cut the trace right here between these. And I guess we'll try by pulling. We'll also pull this right here. Right. Mark, I did see that. Which is basically what we can do is like, what we'll do is we'll install it in the points that we're going to do it that way, right? Can't we just go in, we can install it in those points, kick the kit on, and then test the output voltage to see if it changes before we even install the point here into the neck board. So, yeah. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I can cut that trace pretty easily. And then we can pull that with the desoldering gun. We can pull that capacitor and just pull it out. Because that G1's going straight into the CRT socket here. It's going into the CRT socket, so we can't really isolate it except to cut. I don't really want to cut it, but I will. Right here, I guess. And then I'll pull this end and we'll isolate that, maybe put some tape over it, see what it does. And yeah, but before we even do that, let's install this kit over here. Let's install it and see if we can test it, and just see what kind of test results we get. So we should be able to just test this DC voltage straight off of here. But when I'm telling you this, when I power this thing on, I'm gonna put it through. I mean, it doesn't really matter because there's not gonna be anything else plugged into it. No, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna use my isolation transformer when we actually test this. So we're gonna come in here to our spots that we think are the good ones. I'm gonna go ahead and get the soldering iron heated up. Well, I don't really want to bridge anything. I don't want to do anything like that, hopefully. Again, but this is a TV I paid $10 for. Maybe $5. I can't remember. Let's see. Got my solder. We're gonna get the kits right now. I get them already. Got that. Didn't I put the kit somewhere? Am I dreaming? Where'd I put the kit? Welcome back to Steve Has Lost Something Else. Maybe that's why I bought 3 of them, because I knew I'd lose it. So, thankfully I got more than one. I'm sure it's probably under the blanket or something. Not hiding under there. Okay, so here's the kit. So we're gonna solder from the chassis ground, which is, we'll do a black cable that came with the kit from this point. Here's the ground. Where did I see it? Right here. The ground. You don't have to even attach. I don't understand. You don't really have to attach directly to the flyback, I wouldn't think, but you could. It's not going to hurt it. So that's what we're going to do first. I'm not going to make this hugely long conductor either. This is enough cable for 3 of these mods. Jersey accent. Yes, sir. I can do a good Jersey lady accent for some reason. My mom's like Southern, and for some reason I always do her with a Jersey accent when I'm like goofing on her with other people, which makes no sense. Absolutely none. I just think it sounds funnier. Sorry, anybody from Jersey. It's okay, I'm from the South, man. People have been making fun of the way, rightfully so, Southern people talk for years. Alright. Look at that beautiful bean footage. Here we go. I'm going ground here because this is... I got a little bit of solder left here. Let's try to do this 3 things in once. The time you'd like to have 3 hands, right? Woo! How about that? Got the... Yeah, that's right. Got the ability to do it there one-handed. Or two-handed when I needed 3. Trim the tip. Install this guy. I want this to come around. I don't really want it to go... I'll go... Oh, through that hole. There we go. Look at that. All these things. Holy moly! Hey! Yo! Get in the hole, man! Can't you just get in that hole? What are you? There we go. Here we go. Look at this. That's right. You know, roach clips, man. The roach clips are too busy, man. Holding roaches, you know. Know what I mean, man? Don't want you to see my fat fingers only. Let's get you a good view. This is about you, the viewer. Get out of the way. Don't want to burn my finger. My fingers are so messed up. They are so hardcore that I actually smell them burning before I feel them burning. How about that? If I actually hit my finger on the end of the soldering iron, I can smell the mushroom burning sensational flesh as opposed to feeling it. I do eventually feel it. Hey! Gotta protect your flesh around here. Wonder if that's like a... Sounds like a nasty word almost, like YouTube wouldn't like you saying that. Yes, this is the YouTube algorithm. We'd like to notify you, Steve, that you've been permanently demonetized for your use of the word flesh. That's right, it makes people's skin crawl, and thus, we don't like it. That should be good. What's up, Bronny? Welcome. I tell you, man, it smells like a burnt portobello mushroom. Oh, somebody cooking some mushrooms, huh? No, that's just burning Steve. Throw another Steve on the Barbie. All right, let's do... How long do we need for this? Safely to be... What do we think? It's the ground. Doesn't have to be too long. Take about... I don't know where we would put this. The thing is, where the heck are we going to put this mod kit once it's done? If it fits, if it works. I'm going to have to drill and stick it somewhere or zip tie it to something. That's coming from there. Just thinking out loud here. Come right here. I don't want it to be too long. Too short. Wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. So we think this is our spot because it says that to go for something between 100 and 250. This is leaded. This is the solder. I'm about to throw the reel back in there. Look what it says. That's right. There you go. 60-40. Who's having fun today? I mean, what an unbelievably random stream. Thought we were gonna do something. You're actually getting to see something that's truly cutting edge. I have not even been able to mess with this kit myself. We're gonna go back to doing single-handed solder trick, hopefully. Oh, look, I can be smart. Stick it through that hole. Let the hole hold it. Look at that. Not that smart. If I was smart, I'd do this the first time. That's what I should have done the first time. Yeah, I went from trying to fix a PVM where I had the wrong parts. All of a sudden, installing an experimental kit that just came in the mail that I've not even tried yet. I'm gonna make sure I get the right spot here. H out, video. Yes, that's the one right there. I'm gonna come in there like that, but first I'm going to apply some fresh solder. Over here. Yeah, guys, so if you're still around and you like this stuff, definitely hit the like button. It'll help. I'll have to change the title of this stream. Or not. Probably won't care. 'Cause it might not work. Hey, thanks, Belmont. So, yes, this is what we're looking like. I might put a zip tie here, just to tighten that up a little bit so it's not hanging. I don't know. Let's see. All right, this is great. So I'm going to come in here and I just want to stabilize these. And this could be moved or removed. I want to keep these things though. I want to kind of like have it do that. Show you, because that's really clean, and I really won't have to worry about anything if I do this. Shouldn't interfere with a single bit. Hopefully. I mean, maybe they'll get... I don't know. I don't think that them being tied together like that would put an interference on each other, but you know, experimental stuff. Hopefully I'm not creating a problem. Hey, Kyle, thank you. Pixel Bites, welcome. Blue OWO, good morning. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, and just in case you didn't know, this is what I do full time. Belmont's a sweetheart there for sharing the Patreon. That's what keeps the lights on here, folks. Is wonderful folks like yourself supporting Patreon as either someone who wants to get work done to a CRT, or if you just love this CRT format and want to continue to support this channel and the stuff we do here on the exploratory factor and research end. You can do all that by signing up on that Patreon link. Look at that. I found the other kit right there in the front. So now I got them both out. I knew I'd find it. I knew it was hiding somewhere under here. All right. Alrighty, righty. Here's what we'll do. Flip the guy around now. That's our installs. That's all I've done so far is I've got the red going to our voltage and the black one going to ground. All right. That out of the way for a second. That looks a little crazy, so let me flip that camera view around. Camera's been working good now that... I don't know why it didn't work that one little bit. Must have been a bad angle. Hey, Arizona Ranger. Thank you, I appreciate you watching. That's what we're here to do. I mean, explore this wonderful old dead format. And keep it alive. Because there's a kid somewhere out there that's gonna need to see this, right? I mean, the next Einstein is gonna learn how to save the world. But first he's gonna be interested in the CRT and want to learn about that, hopefully. Alright, thanks SNK Nostalgia. Save the CRTs. What the hell with the retro tinks? Thank you for the huge, whoops, $20 super chat. Thank you very much. Save the CRTs, baby. All right. Let's check out what we're going to do on this side. So I've got this end, and this is the end that's coming from here. So we're going to go... ground and voltage, then we're going to install that on the kit board right here, and then that's really it. So to start, come in and lay some solder down here, again on the flyback side. Okay. These are raw also. I'll do the same trick. Look, there's some holes right there. I'll hold it with the hole right there. We're going to use our big brains today for Friday. Hold that. There we go. All right, so now twist. There we go. There's a beam of light shining down right in that spot from the window. See it? Woo. All right. So this is totally like the point where we should turn this back on right? I mean, okay. Guys, this is an ESD safe area, meaning this pad will not short anything out. So, we should be able to test these 2 points and get something that we want off. All right. Oh, this big bad boy is my isolation transformer. I really don't like to work on hot chassis without it. It's putting out 120. This is direct feed, and then this one down here is isolated. Okay. So it's a specialized tool. This bad boy, made in the USA. They don't make them like they used to. Right there from Dynamic, also known as B&K, the wonderful ISO pack. This is what we're gonna be using. Here we go. There we go, plugging her in. All right, we got power. We got the power. The power! So, this is kind of like... Maybe I can... Ooh, look at this. Let's try this. I'm gonna need to set all this up. I'm not plugging this in yet because I don't want to run it yet. What I need to do is let's go and see if we can't figure out what the test is supposed to do. I know there's the oscilloscope measurements. So I believe that what we want to do is just try to measure to get to 150 to 250 in that voltage range on DC that measures on the end of this when we spin this potentiometer. That's what I believe is supposed to happen. Let's just... I know there's a YouTube video about it. So let's see. I don't know if anybody has it or not. Let's see if we can't find that. And then maybe I can, if I can find that video, should be able to watch it. Let's try to find it. How to install the G1 Mod Kit by RGB Mods. Okay. This is what I'm following. I don't really think it matters. Let's go theater mode on here. Actually full screen. I'm going to... Where's my music? I'm gonna pause the jazz for a second. I'm gonna go big screen over here. Yeah, there's the jazz playlist, everybody. Hang on. Where did that go? I just had it pulled up, and then it's like, now that I have it pulled up, it doesn't want to... I'm telling you, this has been non-cooperative, like, at I don't know. I just had, there it is. I was like, I just had this pulled up and now it's disappeared on me. It's about like my shop. You drop something, it goes hiding on you. All right, here we go. Left monitor. We can turn some volume on this one.
G1 mod board.
So this is the kit. We're going to skip past all this part. And he's going to wire it up to these points. And then he's going to test it.
Fine, you can do your.
Let's get to this part.
Or however you want to do it, but this is how mine is. Alright, so I just turned the TV on, and now I'm going to touch the probes to the two ends here and here. And I'm just getting around negative 0.6 volts. So that's not what we want. We want somewhere in the range of negative 100 to 200.
All right, so I mean, basically what he's done is he just turned it on and measured those 2 points. It says to turn the probe all the way over, or the spot all the way over to, all the way over to the right, which I've done. I've spun this pot as far as it'll go on the right. So let's just do it. I've got my fluke meter here. It should be DC voltage. All right. No, that's AC. DC. Range. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. All right. Ground and G1, that's the wrong way. Heard something interesting about. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. I want to make sure you guys got view. Where does this need to sit? Maybe right here? No, not unless I can actually change the view up. Let's try it like this. We'll move this down a little bit. We'll put this up into view. Should go like that. Okay. Man, this is kind of like, gives you the willies, right? Okay, I'm plugging it in over here. You can see this. It's not powered on yet. I do want to make sure I'm not like crossing any wires on the back of this. There. Thanks, SNK. So I'm the Ron Swanson of CRTs. I'll take that as a compliment. All right. Let's do it. We're going to power this on first. See, you got power. Now I got to turn the tube on. Where's the power button? Over there. Got to reach around the front. That's the menu button. It's turned on now. I can hear it. You can hear that buzz. Let's see what we're getting out of this kit. Okay. I'm on the ground. Ooh, this makes me nervous doing this stuff. G1. No voltage. Maybe it's AC voltage. Maybe it's not hooked up right. Let's try that. No, this is just not looking right, is it? Wait, millivolts? No, that's wrong. Sorry. All right, let's try this again. I don't think that something's not right, right? I'm not getting any current there. Let's try DC. It says, what, it should be DC. That's what I thought. I'm getting nothing. What did I do wrong? What do you think? Turn the pot all the way down? That's odd. No voltage? Careful, turn the tube around, see if we're actually seeing. I mean, I should be able to see 2 voltage coming in. Whoa! All right. This thing just started smoking. You saw it. Holy moly, turn it off. Ha! Hey! Catching stuff on fire today. How about that? This is exactly why this is extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Now that's nuts. It just got so hot it was burning. My goodness. It was burning that pad. Holy crabby patties. Why is it getting no voltage out? It was turned all the way left, and then I tried to turn it all the way right. I don't know. That's a wire that came with the kit. It's showing me that's, I mean, I guess something's coming in if it's gotten hot like that. Huh. What should we do? Maybe we should like hold this thing so it doesn't catch fire. Maybe it'll just like catch everything on fire. Whew, that stinks. These are not... All right, we're going to do it like this. Because these like little endpoints are not attached to anything. No grounds, nothing. Afro circus, polka dot, afro. I like to move it. I like to move it. Yeah, you like to move it. Yeah, I know, man. Like, people are like, hey, Steve, are you adding this kit to your availability? I'm like, yeah, it's still an experimental phase to me. Not until I successfully get it to work a few times. And this could be something I did wrong, but I don't know. You've seen everything I've done so far. I'm not sure what I could have done wrong. I just wanted to actually see the TV. Now this stupid thing is driving me crazy. And maybe it's like not going to work on a hot chassis. I don't know. But it seems weird to not get any kind of voltage. It's kind of an oddity to me. I know there's voltage coming in if it was getting hot, right? Has to be something. Tension on anything. It's grounding out that shouldn't be. It's connected that's supposed to be. When anything is short out, it's not plugged in, so don't get too upset or excited just yet. I just want to see. I'm gonna go ahead now. I mean, you see this, it's turning. Turn it all the way to the right. And I would think this would be high voltage DC, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's AC. But that shouldn't matter. I should be able to get a daggum reading off something. Isolated. It's in the air. Let's... Ooh, this is gonna make me like jump. So nervous. All right, I've got the power going back into the set. Let's just do it. Now it won't power on, look. Oh yeah, it is. But, hang on. Now, yeah, the screen's on. I know you can hear it. Oh, I'm getting some reading. Gosh, I'm nervous now. Four. It's like nothing. Let's AC. Let's see what DC reads. See, I don't know, man. Something ain't right here. It's not getting any voltage at the end of this thing. What's it say on this side? This is the part I'm afraid of. See, it's got voltage coming. Look at that. What did we say? 135? 135 DC. I hope they're not all bad. All right, you gotta turn it off. I mean, it's a pretty simple board. That's ridiculous. Goodness gracious. Okay. Oh. I think that this goes into negative voltage, right? It's not going in reversed as far as like, I mean, that's, I know it looks like it, but that's the ground and that's the voltage and that's a burn mark. All right, let's see. I mean, it doesn't say negative on this board. It says 100 to, let's go back. It says 100 to 250, and I thought the board made it go negative. Unless I'm completely understanding this all wrong. That's what I was originally thinking, is that that's all turned off. I'm just making sure everything's turned off so I don't shock myself. I know I mean, like, it's obvious what we did is what we thought we did on here. So let me go back and see if I can find any more info. Let's open this again. But see, yeah, it has to be transformed into negative. Let's see, I'm just looking at this. Once we've located the possible point in its ground, we will have to test at the output board with a voltmeter if the voltage is negative or stays at 0, because if it does not have the proper waveform, it will still be on our voltmeter. Oh, but if it's okay. So it looks like this isn't one of the right points. Okay, cool. So we can try another point and just keep trying. Because what it means is the point is not appropriate. I'm unplugging it. And I'll flip it back on its face. And I think we just need to try another spot. I don't think this is a board issue. This isn't a very basic board. Yeah, thank you, SNK. Should definitely happens with boards printed in China sometimes. But what we can do, I don't think it's the board, because that's what that guy just said, is that the board will show us that. So what we can do is we can set this whole test up. We can just leave this thing face down. It's turned all the way to the right. But yeah, dude, you're absolutely right. We've talked about this before, about how manufacturing can be iffy. So, man, I gotta get these helping hands to actually be in like a helpful position. We're so close. Let's see. Is that even helpful, hands? Is that really helpful? It's pretty good. You get your cables out of the way. Now I can test this. And I thought it should be voltage DC also. So we'll have the voltage meter in the view. This way we can do it like this. And you'll get a reading, hopefully. I tell you what I'm going to do to make this safer, hopefully, is I'm going to just plug some stuff into this. Make this easier. Watch this. I need another one of these. I've got these little clip-on things where I could just like clip this here and here. And I mean, I need one more though, because I need one for the other one. And you could see if that's actually running good. Good connection. Yeah. Okay, so see, like that's a good safe way where I don't even have to touch the thing to test it, right? I just need to get another setup like that, another cable from somewhere. All right, here's some more. Here we go. Here we go. Boom, boom. Well, hopefully we didn't fry our board then. But Mark, that's why we got multiple boards, I guess. This is why it's testing time, baby. And here's what I'll do. I'll have these guys. Look at this. This is probably the safest way to test this. Isn't it? What you think? Look at that. That's got to be the safest method for us to test this. Just by switching. I mean, I guess you could just... Ugh, I'm not doing that. Like... All right, let's move our point here. And we'll just try another spot. We're not going to try the ground, but we'll try these other spots. Mark, did he say anyone specifically what points to avoid? If there's anything that he says to avoid, let me know. Oh, that's not right. Should be some resistance there. That's funny. All right. It's all good. Is it show like it's turned to the left? Because it's turned to the right. I mean, as far as like that direction, like towards the output. The hot? Okay. Well, here's the horizontal out. Let's try that. It's right next to it. You say avoid that. Okay, I'm not going to do that one then. That's right next to it. Let's just go with that video B+. Okay. Getting too close to that, my fingers. This one. There you go. There you go. Okay. All right. Point number 2. Point number 2. I did watch the video, but you want to just watch it all the way? Is that the same video we're watching, right? Right? Over here. This is what you're talking about, isn't it, Mark? What's the second video? Belmont, did you have a second video you could show me? Is it not this one we were watching? Let me see. I'm going to put it on the left-hand side again. Further G1 mod. Okay. Further, I see. Okay. I see. Right here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't see this video. Appreciate you telling me about that. Let's switch over. Let's take a look at this and kind of see what it's saying. Okay. Let me put my headphones on. So the good news is we did not use the hot, okay? That was not the hot that we did.
So we're back on the discussion of which flyback pin do we use for the G1 mod. And as previously discussed, we talked about hitting 1 through 8 as to test. And on this specific CRT, pin 1 through 8 avoids the horizontal output transistor, and that's something you want to do when you're testing your pins. There's no point in hitting the pins that touch the the horizontal output transistor. This specific transistor right here, the big guy next to the flyback. Here it is. We can follow the traces here, and then this one also touches it here, so these two. And you want to avoid those for testing. Your hot might touch touch different ones. So that's something you need to refer to in your service manual. And
okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you. We're going to figure this out pretty simply. Leave all this alone. Undisconnect that. I'm going to go in here. The hot touches right here. That's the hot. That's the leg of the hot. That's the hot. That's not the one I tested, thankfully. But look at that. The one I did test touches the hot. Now it's not, it didn't blow out the hot, but it did touch the hot, which sucks. So maybe I did do it wrong. But none of the rest of these up here. No, 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 no. Oh, it does touch the hot. So let's see if he says it's going to do anything to his board.
avoid testing on those. But just to show you what would happen if you did accidentally test on a hot, let's see. So right now I'm on what we previously discussed as the proper pin here. Let's put it on one of these and see what happens. So here we are. We have our flyback wire to the hot where you're not supposed to go, connected down to here, and our ground is here. This is just for educational purposes. Here, let's turn this on and see what happens. All right.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Sounds like he's got a furry friend walking around with him. We'll see it working. What's going on? There's a dog getting mad. That's funny.
Alright, I'm going to turn it off. Whew. Yeah, a couple parts get really warm.
Okay.
But nothing catastrophic.
Okay, cool.
Made with high quality parts. Is it going to kill it?
All right, so I don't think we did enough to damage this mod. What I had, guys, what we had going, let's do this. What we had going, I didn't have it on there nearly as long as he did, okay? And what was smoking was my mat. The heat was so high that the mat was smoking, okay? So, we should be able to go voltage DC here. Got my probes connected. There we go. And we will test the next one out. It's the next B+ spot. And this is spun all the way towards the right. And what we've been doing this. What am I looking for again? I'm looking for that. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and pull the other clip up because we've been talking about this so long. My brain is about cooked, and so we know what to avoid. Let's go back. If we put it on here, we are looking for... Let's see.
Negative 100 to 200. So...
Negative 100 to 200.
Soldered this wire now.
We're looking for negative 100 to 200. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Okay, plugged in. Let's turn this on. Well, that's not plugged in yet. Plug in the isolation transformer. And I don't have anything touching any of that. That's all good. Powered on. Let's see what that says. Gotta just make sure none of this shit's gonna accidentally ground out against something and freaking vaporize this place. This is scarier than messing with the discharging. Way scarier. Way dodgier, man. I never thought I'd be doing this crap. All right, let's power this set on and see what happens. Where are you, power button? All right, power's coming on. We're only getting negative 0.6. So that's pretty low. That's not the right spot. So let's power back off. Power off that. Power off that. And try again. We'll try the next spot on here. Now, guys, I didn't unplug it, but I did cut the power to the isolation transformer, which I know might be stupid, but it has an indicator light telling me that it's not plugged in. It's kind of like a, what's it called? I don't know, what do they call them? Surge protector. Ooh. All right. The cool thing is we're running out of pins, right? We've already got 2 of them eliminated, 3, and then the ground is eliminated. So we're halfway through the pins. Thanks, SNK. It does look like a weekend project. That's okay. All right. You know this. You know the drill. Let's do it. See what it says. See what it says. This is all the way to the right. Everything's good. Let's pop this on. Ooh. Is that what we need? Or is that not enough? It says negative 116. Now it is cranked all the way up. I wonder if turning the flyback voltage affects that. Mark Robinson, what do you think? You think that sounds like the right pin? What do you guys think? I mean, I think we might have had it. It's on the low end of the range. Should we try the other pins just to see what happens? Let's just, since we got this set up like this. I'm going to cut it off. There it goes. Discharging somewhere. Cut the power off there. So I think that's the right pin. You want to check the other pins just to see? I mean, it's not that hard. Cool. Yeah, let's just try it, Mark. And everybody else, thanks, guys. Let's go for it. I mean, this is, nobody's showing up to the stream today probably because they think I'm doing something completely unrelated. If I'd have put down that I was doing these kits, it'd probably have like 10 times the viewers today. If I put down that I was working on the M1 or G1 modifications. But that's okay. We can do this again. Beautiful. Wait for that solder to cool. It's just so molten. Yeah, thanks, Ronnie. All right, I've moved over. Now look, the best point we've had so far is L plus B. Pin 5, I think it says. It's got a 5 next to it. Yep, pin 5. So far, let me write that down. Pin 5. I'm going to write that on my board. -116V. Blam. Right? That's the DC voltage. DC voltage. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. All right. There's nothing to hear on here anymore. I don't need to hear anything. All right, here we go. We're going to run another jam here. We're going to run another test, folks. And I really like the way we got this test going. I can't really get hurt. I mean, I could. But let's try not to. Power on. TV power on. Oh! Look! Aha! Aha! This is the one we want. I guarantee you this is our ticket. Look at that beautiful negative voltage, folks. You can't power that off. Oh, let's see it. -204. Look at that. -204. That's why you got to keep going. I'm so glad that we all decided that together here. Great minds thinking together. Right? That's a lot better. Like, I think we need that space. I think we need that. There's only 2 more pins on here that are relevant. The other one's is ground. So we'll check those other 2 pins just to see. Let me turn my, almost left my isolation transformer on. Don't want to do that. Then I'd be like, whoa. Then I would be screwed. So let's just see what these read. But I think we found the one. And see, the last one says it goes to the heater. I'm not trying to do the heater either. So that's not going to be a good one. This is the last possible pin. Because the last one goes to the heater, which you're not going to be using the heater. That's not good. So that's not possible. So I think this is going to be our last test. Well, I'm going to have to redo the solder end of this. Hey. Well, thank you, SNK Nostalgia. Said thank you for this TED Talk, brother. Absolutely, my friend. Like I said, I'm glad if we can all learn more about this. This is extremely helpful. And I'm glad that we can do it on live streams and stuff. And then it'll help me be able to make hopefully a good video about it. And it's fun stuff. Now, the guy who makes these kits did reach out to me. I bought the kits actually with my own money because I don't think it's fair to... I mean, I always tell some people will send like Sector Sunthar. Sunthar sent me a bunch of kits. And I'm like, I would rather buy them from you and support you as a business owner also, or as a business person, whatever you're doing. So I don't like to ask for free stuff unless it's someone really wants to just give it. Oh, that's hot. Okay. Hey, thank you, Simon. T2, thanks for the great content. Well, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for it says it's your first super on a live stream. I appreciate it, man. That's a lot. Means a lot to me. Thank you. All right, let's see. Let's see what our last possible pin reads. Okay. This has actually been quite fun. Should have just done this to begin with and not even tried that other one. All right, I'm going to cut the power on. Going to cut the tube on. Let's see what that voltage meter says. And it's dead. 0. Still on DC? Yes. So that's a very not good. We found our good pin. Yes! And see, we didn't. I have an oscilloscope, but we didn't even have to use it. And in the process of doing that, we pretty much reflowed solder on the entire flyback. So we've gone ahead and done some more extra maintenance. Although I already did that, I'm pretty darn sure on this one. Man, it's so hot. It's like it stays molten forever. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think we're good. All right. Let's do one more test now. I've got it back on the spot. Let's do another test. Get all this stuff out of the way. Power on. Power's hooked up. Bam. I mean, at least this isn't kind of a ripoff. We actually did work on some flyback stuff today. Awesome. So we are ready, man. We are ready for the last part, which is just some neckboard modifications. Time is it? We're running out of time, but I think we got enough time to do this. All right, here. You're right. Before I take it all apart, let's try turning that knob. You're right. All right, everything's set up. I'm trying to get all this in the view. It's not really wanting to come in here. There it is. See, I've got it up here at the top. Got it right here. Just don't want to really go over those lines. I hate going near them and touching them and stuff while they're hanging over here. Move them a little bit. Come on. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm not touching anything. That's good. Power on. Let's get that negative voltage in there.
Just messing.
Yep. Look at that. Look at that controllability. Right there. Look at that. Look at that, folks. We done it. We did it right. And thank you, Mark, because we just made sure our kit's still working. Yeah, I am a bourbon man. I'm not much of a Scotch fan. But I don't care. Anybody's a enjoy what you want. Still a fine beverage. Here we go. All right. So I shouldn't need this anymore. For now. That's all good. We'll unplug it. Now, we've got to do some work on this neck board. Got to just work on this neck board and isolate this G1. Like I said, there's a capacitor here, but do I isolate it or do I just cut the traces around the G1? I think I might just cut the traces. There's a trace on the right and one on the left. I might just cut those two traces because what I'll end up doing if I need to, I don't know, it's something about maybe possibly coming back in here and bridging this later if we need to. We haven't actually gotten this installed yet, so you're still here in the right spot. Oh, hang on. Where is it? I spent like all 15 minutes sharpening this utility knife. Let's hope it's nice and sharp. Still unplugged. I'm just wondering if, like, do I need to, like, have that capacitor run around the ground, do you think? Like, well, does this need to loop around and go down here and connect right here? That's what I'm wondering. This is a very simple board. I probably shouldn't do this on the tube, but pretty good sized trace there. Pretty sure I've got it severed. We can check. We can check. So what do you guys think? This let's talk about this thing. There's a capacitor coming off of this, which looks like it's coming from a ground. Okay. Which makes sense. All right, we've got that severed. See, there's no continuity. Like there. Got that severed. Should be still there. Yeah. All right, so, I mean, I guess I'm just going to sever. Or I could just desolder this part. This capacitor. That should be the easiest. If I desolder this, I don't even think I need to get the desoldering tool out. I can use the solder wick on this one. And we'll just come in here and we'll remove C708 from, I guess, right? I mean, the same thing I'm doing anyway. It still will be in the ground. It just won't be attached to the ground here. That's all it's really attaching to. There we go. This is probably... probably not super wise to leave that just out. But it's not touching anything. And it's out of there. All right, so actually what we can do is we can come in here and we could just attach to this point because it's still attached to our G1. So it's not half bad. Where's that cable? Okay. So this is not our ground. This is our G1 connection. We can go right here or right here. It doesn't matter. So I can go up through this hole. And I can go right there. And then I can go up through that hole and go to ground. G1. Did I do this? This has got to be, I mean, I'm now I've looked at it so long I forget if I'm doing this right or not on the neck board. G1, yes. And then just any old ground, which we can come in here and just hit any old ground on here. Which the ground is like right here. I mean, it's ground and then G1. Okay. So we can come in here and get the ground to go there. I'm talking out loud. It's going to be a little bit too big to go right there, so I'm going to attach this right here, like that. Just like that. I'm going to get some solder on here. Where's my solder? There we are. So I didn't... Well, come on. This gets so freaking hot. Golly, you can't hold the stupid wire in place long enough to let it sit because you let it go. All right, here we go. It's going to melt everything. I might as well just do it the right way this time. I'm out of solder. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Finish what you started. There ain't no way to reach the broken hearted. I'm incomplete. Come on. We're almost there. Okay. Cool. No, I mean it like literally cool. There we go. Cool down. Good. All right. Now let's just double check. Cool. Everything's good. So what the heck do you do with this kit now, man? Where do you mount this thing? We'll figure that out. So we're going to connect this here. Not too long of a cable, so something like that. Now I just need the ground cable. But I seem to have lost my little piece of cabling. What a surprise. I swear it was just there. It is. I feel like we're getting towards the getting there, like towards everything we want to do. Getting there right where we want to be. All right, something on here. This is a ground, and it comes in right here. So what if I just like attach to that point? Is that going in the tube? Yes. I don't really want to go into the tube. So we're just going to go right here to that connection point. I have like no solder left. I'm talking right here. Okay. Do this one. Bring that down a little. Tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not holding that with my finger. It'll never work. All right. There we go. All good there. Now we just got to install the other end. You'll be able to just like shove this thing in here somewhere. I just don't know what you want to do with it. Tape, covered in tape. Just shove it in there when you're done with it. Covered in a giant, like the biggest piece of heat shrink tubing in the world. Is that what we got to do? Well, what we can do now is install it. Okay. Ground. Oh, that's too. Oh, I'm nervous, but I'm excited. It's like a good nervous. It's so cool to do this with, again, my own stuff. I don't have to worry about a client's stuff. There we go. Let's Connect this end down here. Look at that. We are a G1 away. One G away. This is for the G's and this is for the hustlers. Now what about back to the G's? Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to definitely have to do some... Oh, too quiet in here. Let's get that back kicked on. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Ooh yeah, here we go. We're about to electrocute Steve on a Friday. It's November the 1st, let's electrocute Steve on a Friday. Gonna be zapped into no man's town. Gonna be zapped all the way down. Cordial, wait. Welcome to the party, yeah. That first CRT did not work, so we had to improvise, and now we're installing an experimental G1 modification to a CRT to see how it works, see how it looks. Just your typical Friday. Oh my goodness, everybody. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's it. That's the installed modification. Now the fun part. Clean up. Let me clean up a little, folks. Oh no, there's no problem in asking. I was just joking around. Now what if I do something smart, like tape the bottom here? Or will that just catch on fire? I don't think it's going to do anything bad. Let's see, where's my... Oh, there it is. So we'll cover that in tape. I need to clean this area a little bit up. I'm going to move my isolation transformer down. Trust me, I'm still going to be using it, of course. And console's down there, so that'll all have to get hooked up in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put electrical tape on the back of this just to do an extra little layer of making me feel better. Not that that makes much difference. All right. Oops. Should have just cut that down. There we go. All right, everything's held in there. No crossing. Very interesting time, folks. Because right now, kind of need to get this guy ready to turn on and try to adjust it. I want to do this in a way that you can see. Just don't want anything to short out that happens to be on this. All right, let's go for it. here's the little mod kit. This is what I'll be twisting. And then I'll be twisting the bottom potentiometer down here on this. So I don't really want to... yeah, it's probably okay, but still. I think I'll use this guy for the actual flyback. Yeah, that'll work perfectly. Okay, then we can do that by hand. That's the way I'll adjust this. But if we go back to the face, we should be able to pull this up and see. I mean, this is it. So I'm plugging in our video source first off. That's good. Of course, I'm going to need to put that there. Okay. Well, let's just fire away. Everything's good. That's good. I'm plugging back into the isolation transformer right now. All right, everything's got power. Let's put the... put it in here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It should turn on still. Here we go. And here we go. Powering on. See? Right? Not really seeing anything. I'd say something about having to crank up here. Oh, yes, look. You have to crank up the flyback screen voltage. Oh, okay. That's working. I don't know that it's working. It's doing pretty good. I just don't know that it's doing anything that looks great. Okay, so if I turn that down. Oh, I see. Okay, so I can turn that to the left. Oh my goodness, it actually is. Like I turn that down, and then I turn this one, makes it go up. Oh my, yeah, this is crazy. Wow. So, it works. Guys, it works. I mean, this is much sharper. It's not... This is a bad example. But I'm telling you, this was not this sharp. I don't believe. Let me put on something. What's that game? Soldier Blade. There we go. Oh, your base belongs to CRT. Thank you, SNK Nostalgia, for the super chat. Alright. So this is gonna need to be like followed up on a regular video where I can get you a good view of the screen and just close up. And again, I think it's gonna matter the TV. Let me see, what if I... Alright, I'm gonna bring this guy around this way. Let me see if I can get that to do anything. Oh my gosh. I can't, like, it's hard to tell you how much sharper this damn thing just got. Let me see if, well, that's frozen, of course. Hang on. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is sad because it's 30 FPS and, like, I got some shadows obviously in here. And things. But guys, I mean, we just did it. Come on, focus, baby. Let me see if I can get a little bit more out of your view. Let's try this. Try to get you a better view. Trying to put like a sheet over the, I mean, just look at, like, again, that's straight RF video. Oh, that's too tough. Sorry, guys. I'll do a better shot for you soon. That just wasn't really working for me. It's let me get this off of, it's trying to do autofocus. Wow. Okay. Man, this looks awesome. Okay. We did it. That's right. No, we did it, S&K. All of us together. Thank you. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Guys, that's awesome. I'm gonna switch back to the main camera now. And maybe we could see it a little better over here. Cut this guy out of the way. And let's see. Well, see, the interesting thing, Simon, is as I have to actually, to get this to work, it's both. You're like, I'm actually decreasing the voltage on the flyback potentiometer, and then I've been increasing it on the, it's like vice versa. You're playing with it. Like you play with one a little bit and then you crank it the other way and it starts to balance out both ways. So it's just giving you more controllability. But that, I mean, guys, that's like crazy. Crazy good. Crazy good. I mean, we did that all today. 3 hours? Is it really? Has it been 3 hours? Holy crap. All right. All right, guys. Guys and gals. Everybody. I appreciate you hanging out all day. I have to rename this stream, I guess. I'm going to cut the jazz out if I can find it, if I didn't already. Close that. And I think that's all I need to close out. Okay, cool. Yes, yes. Let's turn the lights on. There you go. The mod works and works on a hot chassis and makes the picture better. So that's right. I'm gonna mess with this thing some more on my own time. I have to go in a minute. How about that one? Air Zonk. This one's a great one. Yeah. Whoops. See though. All right, enough Air's Long music. All right, guys. Hey, that's it. I loved it today. 3 hours. Golly. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I will timestamp this if you want to come back and check out the part where we got started on the good one. It's been a lot of fun today. It was great working with everybody. Had a lot of good time. Yeah. Oh, you can't hear it? Well, it's probably because it's trying to muffle the sound out. You see it? But it definitely gives you the controllability to add that extra. Yeah, the sound cancel. You're right, Maddie. Sometimes I forget I got like the noise gates and stuff on. All right, guys. And ladies, have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next week. We'll be back here. I appreciate everybody for the super chats and the awesome participation in chat today. I love the fact that we got this. This is a kind of a thing where I would literally consider wrapping this thing up in just some tape and securing it in here. You don't have to mount it. You don't have to, as long as it stays away from everything else, you don't have to mount it. And you don't need to access it from the outside. Now look what just happened. Airzonk just died. Oh well. We'll go with that one. Anyway, thank you very much. Guys, we're gonna do another one of these and see just how great this kit can go on 2 other ones. And I'll see you next week, okay? Thank you, everybody. Have fun. Have a great rest of your weekend. See you next time. Adios.